In July of 2017, Aiden, me and his sisters, and my fiance Brandon went on Aiden's Make-A-Wish trip to Florida. We spent the entire weekend having fun, spending time together, and it was one of the very few times Brandon was able to spend the night with me because I would never leave Aiden. This was also where Aiden's pain increased. He woke up at night screaming and crying, in which Brandon didn't wake up, and it started a fight, and we ended up breaking up soon after we returned from the Make-A-Wish trip. We remained friends, but my focus was Aiden, and Aiden's pain was getting out of control and the doctors were running out of resources. In August, Aiden celebrated his 3rd birthday at John's Incredible Pizza. But what people didn't know was how much pain Aiden was in, and this was actually the last day Aiden walked. I held a fundraiser to try to raise enough money to get Aiden to Germany for immunotherapy treatment. We were able to have a beautiful event where we honored the fighters, but I did not raise any money to help Aiden. Aiden's pain continued to increase, and the tumors began to grow larger and larger until they were protruding out from the side of his chest. Aiden then went to Arizona Children's Hospital for our last chance to try to get him some kind of treatment and save his life. While we were there, Aiden wanted it to be Halloween, so I threw the biggest Halloween party for the entire hospital, and Aiden celebrated his last Halloween as Count Micula. We stayed in Arizona from August into the end of September, where I was then told that Aiden was not going to make it, and he only had 3 weeks left to live. This is when I returned to Las Vegas, and Aiden spent time with the people who loved him, his friends, and his family. When we left Arizona, we had no place to live, so we rented a house, and that is where all his friends and family came to spend time with him. After a month in the house, we found an apartment, and Aiden had his own room for the last days of his life in his own apartment.
Okay, you ready to try to stand up? Mm-hmm. Remember, you got to use your legs and try to make them straight, okay?
Oh, now can I go?
Where do you want to go?
To my bed.
You got to go Mandalay Bay when your legs work and your arm works and you're all better.
I got up.
Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3. Good job, Papa. Good job.
Now I go.
You can see here in August of 2017, Bobby would simply check on Aiden as a friend and was going to see his own family in Florida. Bobby moved back to his mother's house in October with the sole purpose of paying off his student loans by himself. Bobby Antee moved back to his mother's house, Teresa Daniels, with the intent to pay off his student loans and his debt, which is why he could no longer afford to live on his own. As soon as Bobby saw how much money Aiden was raising, he continued to reach out to me and then began sending me houses even before my son was gone.